Namaskar everyone. Yes, I am CA Pankaj Goel from Kuch Gyan Ki Talks. Don't worry, I am not standing for any elections if you are thinking, seeing my dress today. But certainly my background reveals that this is the right time when all these students shall work very hard, and that is the reason in Kuch Gyan Ki Talk आपको डायरेक्शन देने के लिए, आपको मोटिवेशन देने के लिए हम रियल लाइफ से हीरोज को लेके आते हैं जो अपने सपनों को पूरा करते हैं. So if you won't work for your dream, then yes, certainly you will work for people who are working on their dream. Remember that. तो आज कुछ ज्ञान की टॉक्स में सीए की कहानी, सीए की जुबानी में मैं आपके सामने लेके आया हूँ वन ऑफ माय क्लोज फ्रेंड जो फॉरेंसिक में जिनका बहुत अच्छा हाथ है. इन्होंने अपना कैरियर कैसे स्टार्ट किया, कैसे पढ़ाई करी, आज एक लेवल पे कैसे पहुँचे, वो आपसे अपनी जर्नी आज शेयर करेंगे. मिस्टर बोलूँ या सीए बोलूँ, सीए मुकुल अग्रवाल मुझे कहना चाहिए. सो माइग्रेशन, ट्रांजिशन जो उनके कैरियर में फेसेस रहे और फेजेस होने के बाद आज उन्होंने अपनी एक लाइन चुनी है जिनके लिए वो जाने जाते हैं. चलिए मैं कम बोलूँगा और मैं उन्हीं से रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि वो अपने बारे में बताएं कि वो कैसे सीए उन्होंने ज्वाइन किया, किसने सीए इंस्पायर किया कि सीए का कोर्स करना चाहिए, इतना टफ कोर्स करना चाहिए, आज वो क्या कर रहे हैं और स्टूडेंट्स को क्या करना चाहिए. तो चलिए हम उन्हीं से सुनते हैं, उन्हीं की ज़ुबानी, सीए की कहानी, सीए की ज़ुबानी, कुछ ज्ञान की टॉक्स.
Hi guys, good evening everybody. So I would just thanks Pankaj for involving me in this, and I would just tell you about my journey about CA. See, the basic fact why I joined Chartered Accountancy was that I was very good at accounts, and being from a middle class family, other courses would take a lot of money was required. So I thought, why not do a CA? It is a good professional career as well, and it not involves a lot of money. Money is not involved, so you can do it with a less amount of money. Now, who inspired me? When I was in class 12th, there is one of my friends, my father's friend was a chartered accountant, and he was doing really good. He was having his uh, own car, vehicles, then own house, and he was spending lavishly. So looking at him, I thought that yes, CA is a good practice and CA is a good course, and we should do it. And he was looked after very highly by my family, by my peers. So I said that this course would give me good dignity, and everybody would rate me highly. So I pursued this course. Then I am very happy doing this course. As of today, I would just share my practical career, my whole career. Like I started CA after my graduation. So after the graduation, I had two choices. One to join my father's business, which was in the old Delhi, and the other one was to was to pursue CA because my friends were doing it. So that other option I saw, and as I told you already, that it was my whole family, even my friends rated highly any chartered accountant. So at that time, CAs were in a very less number. So and yeah, when I discussed it with my family, my cousins, they said that it is difficult, but I had to put so much of hard work for that. But it somewhere inside it was like I should do it. Then how I started was that again I didn't know anything about CA. Then through as a, my father's friend who was a chartered accountant, I contacted him, said that what should I do, and then he just referred me to one firm where the firm took the interview. The firm name was SS Kothari. It is one of the top 10 firms in India today. So he told me that then I gave the interview in SS Kothari, and by God grace, I got selected. At that point of time, I didn't knew what particular area is good for me. So it was totally blank. And since SS Gauri took me in audit, I joined the audit division of the firm and started doing my course side by side, giving my exams. I flunked once in inter. Then yes, my morale was a little bit down. But yes, since I am a fighter to the core, I said let's do it. But next time, by God grace, I just cleared, and then in final, I cleared one group at a time, and I was chartered accountant in 2003. See, CA, I would say a lot of people told me that in CA you have to study 20 hours a day, you have to study all 24 hours or 16 hours a day, 20 hours a day. I would say yes to some extent, but at the same time, I would not agree with it. The reason being that in CA, if you are a smart student, then you should know what are your strengths and weaknesses, and you should apportion your time accordingly. Like I give you my example. In CA final in second group, I knew I had to get the aggregate. How I'd do it? I was very confident in costing and I was confident in direct tax. Then there was the other two subjects were, I think, indirect tax, and one was something related to IT. I don't remember the exact name. So something related to IT. Now, since I knew I was very good at costing and direct tax, I completed my studies for both these subjects very fast. And for last month or so, I concentrated on that IT subject as well as indirect tax, where I was not very much confident. I would not say that I was bad, but I was not very much confident in it. So I knew my whole focus was in the two subjects I would go for scoring 40 45, and the other two, the direct tax and costing, I should get a really good marks which would make the aggregate in the group. So that's how I cleared group 2. In group 1, I was very confident with the law. The reason being was that, see, it's easy to mug up, but the best part about law is that it is fully scoring and it is not required to be mugged up. I'm not a guy who can do rectification of the subjects and pass out. What I normally do is I understand the why this particular law, why this particular section has been made. So if you understand to that level, you would never forget it, and that's how it happened. I never forget it. And in law, I scored somewhere around, I don't say, somewhere around early 70s, and I completed my paper in 2 hours. Everybody was surprised, but whatever I knew, I wrote it down. There is also a misnomer that you have to fill in the sheets and a number of sheets to qualify to pass the exam. It is not the case. The examiners in CA just looked at the material, at the crux, what you want to say, whether they understand the answer is that or not. It's not required that you go on and writing. Because when I was doing chartered accountancy, I would give one particular experience of mine. What happened at that point of time, in law itself, I was writing a paper and starting, I think we were getting a 2024 pages sheet. So I wrote one sheet, and then I said my paper would be over in these 24 sheets. But when I saw around, the students were taking more sheets and writing it down. I said something issue with me. I don't know something. I left something. But again, I just put pressure on my mind. But I said no, it is more than sufficient what I did. So let's just be out of it. So I gave her answer in 24 sheets. I don't take any additional sheet for my answer paper. And the yes, my friends who were sitting beside me, they took 2 3 additional sheets and they filled it up. What I wrote to the point. I was not going around and around, and I wrote to the point. When the result came, the friend who was writing the sheet and sheet, they passed, definitely they passed, but they scored in 50s, and I was like early 70s, which I told you. So that's how the things are. Now, this is about study. So if you know your strengths and weaknesses, you can easily pass out the CA and just do a smart study instead of a hard study. Then comes today. my career after that, after becoming chartered accountant, I joined Ernst& Young. I was with Ernst& Young from 2003 to 2009 in their various offices across the globe. So that was a very good experience I had, because I met people from various national. I met people from various countries. So I understood their culture. Then the various difficulties which I was facing alone in being abroad, I faced that, and it was a real good experience which put me in good stead. And at that point of time, I came to the conclusion then that I'm not made for tax, but I'm made for due diligence, audits. That's it. So I am a guy who likes challenges every day. Doing vouching, doing the same thing again and again doesn't excite me. So due diligence is that part. And in 2009, when I came back to India, I had the opportunity to join some big four in India as well, but I said no, I would go into my own practice. And I went into practice. I see the advantage I got, that I was specializing in due diligence abroad with EY. And when I came back, I started the practice, and from day one, I was very clear about my concept that I would focus on due diligences, I would focus on IFRS, which I did abroad, I would focus on India's. So I was very focused on that particular area because that excited me. In starting, it was difficult. Yes, it was difficult because when you start your practice, you don't want to take money from anybody. At the same point of time, you would say that you have to get the work as well. So in starting 6 months, 7 months, I didn't get the work. Started giving lectures so that people come to know that I have that knowledge. That's the best part of doing marketing. So I started giving lectures to the chartered accountants to at various platforms, and from there they understood that I have the knowledge. They started contacting me, and from there my whole practice started up. And I was working when I started the practice. I was working like 14 hours a day, 15 hours a day. Sundays were also not off. I was working on that day also because I was preparing for my lectures for in the next week. This is how I started doing, and I started my practice. And by God's grace, today I am doing good. Like I can say from due diligence, I just went to the next level of forensics, and I did my post-graduate course of forensics from C Institute. Then I did, since I made forensics as my career, then I did for forensic course from US. Then I said that financial forensics is one, but I should also enter the digital forensics. So digital forensics, then I did CHFI, which is Certified Computer Hacker and Forensic Investigator from US, because I should myself know what I want to do. That's how I did forensics, and I became one-stop shop for forensics. And today, if you ask me, I would say I'm really happy in my career and doing good. I would always advise the students that once you clear your CA, go for job first. If you want to go for practice as well, go for job first, specialize in a particular area, then come in. If today, as the market stands, practice is good, but it is only good once you specialize in a particular area. So you can specialize in forensics, you can specialize in mergers and acquisitions, you can specialize in taxation, you can specialize in insolvency practice, you can specialize in RERA practice, you can specialize in government practice, you can specialize in statutory audits. So a number of fields are there to specialize in. You can specialize in that. The best part about it is the CA opens the doors for you. It is not mandatory that you want to do CA or you want to do the traditional practice. You can do any and everything. From you can do mergers and acquisition, you can do investment banking. So this list will go on and on. If in future you need any kind of guidance, I am always there to help you out. And best of luck for your career. And yes, be a good chartered accountant and a very successful chartered accountant.